and come to your dashboards. Exam. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, your exam will be on 5th of October. 5th October will be there, and it'll be MCQ, and I think it'll be online itself. Okay, and no oral. So we have to do a lot of things today. We have not covered most. Okay, we need to do a bunch today. Actually. So get yourself an Arduino from the bar. Get it into your dashboard. That is, and so the first project we will look into is something called an automatic night lamp. Okay, so we're going to use a sensor. We're going to use a sensor called light dependent resistor, or it's also known as LDR, or they're also called photoresistor. So the word photo means light resist, or spelling mistake. Okay, the term photo, right? It basically means light, and photograph basically means light graph. So it's like that. Photo means light in some Latin or something. I don't know, but yeah. So photoresistor is a kind of resistor whose resistance will change depending on how much light is falling on it. So it's like you can take one of my flashlight from my phone, and depending on how much bright this flashlight is, that sensor also will change its resistance. Like I'll show you the sensor. So you need to search for photoresistor right here. Like it's like this wiggly line thing. It's like it has a wiggly line thing, and it's a very small component. Um, but everybody should do the project in practical in Tinkercad, by the way. You should take screenshot of it and stuff, and you need to put it in a document. Okay, wait, I'll show you the sensor. It's like if I have the sensor, I'll show it to you. Like I think I have it. Yeah, okay. Uh, where is this? Okay, so this is the sensor. It's a really tiny sensor. It has only two wires, and on top of it, the same wiggly line pattern is there. You can't see it on my camera; it is not that clear. But in the where is it? In this screen, you'll be able to see it. Yeah. So you see this, right? So this is what the sensor looks like. It has two wires. So how this works is, like in the simulator at least, we can using a slider now, we can tell how much light is falling on it. It could be sunlight, it could be any kind of light. Like it could be light in a room, it could be any of those things. So if I can slowly increase the amount of light falling on it by using the slider. So if I do right like this, it's very bright light. If I do left like this, it is pretty much night time. So this is what the sliders indicate. So let's start with the circuit. Like let's see how to use this sensor and all that. So first of all, so all these days we've been using the digital pins of the Arduino, right? We've been using where is it? Yeah, where is draw? Huh. We've been using these pins. So, but from now on, in today's experiment, we will use analog pins. The pins down here, A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Yeah, we'll be using any one of these pins. So let's go ahead then. So we'll take this resistor. We'll keep it down here, and to connect it, we'll have to take a normal resistor like this, and you need to rotate it and attach it like this. Hope this is visible to everybody. So this is the first step in the connection. Okay, and the next step is we need to give some amount of power to the circuit. So normally when we like give power to a circuit, we give power by using 5 volt and ground. So this is basically the normally for most components we give power by 5 volt and ground. So we're going to do the same here also. So we're going to take 5 volts, we're going to connect it to one side, and we're going to take ground and we're going to connect it to the other side. So it's like this. And we'll also change, like we can also change the colors. So let's make this black and let's make the other one red, so that it'll be easier for us. Okay, done, right? Okay, now the next step is, this is where you need to concentrate on this. So the center wire now, So the wire from like this side is positive, this side is negative, but the center wire, this wire should go to one of these analog pins. So like, does anybody have any idea why we should use an analog pin and not a digital pin? So somebody no, like nobody has an idea. Like if you have the answer to this question, you can raise your hand and you can tell the class. Okay, who Ayush Patel and Shubh Tiwari, do you know the answer to this? You raised your hand to control the power. Hmm. Okay, so to generate PWM. No, 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 it's not PWM for resistor. Okay, okay, that's because so you see this digital pins, right? The issue with digital pins is you can do a lot of things with it. Like we have done LED blinking, we have done PIR sensor, we have done different projects. But the thing with digital pins is it can understand only two things. Its brain can work in only two ways. One is off, one is on. So it can only understand if some component is off or on, or it can turn things off or on. So it's basically just a switch. It is just a switch, but digital. Like it's automatic digital switch, but it's just a switch. Whereas analog pins, na, like apart from PWM, forget about PWM for now. But analog pins, na, these pins, they have a special capability. So they don't just where is this? Huh. So the digital pins can detect. Okay, if there is an off signal, it'll be telling off. The moment it's an on signal, it'll go up like this, and and it'll be on. The moment it becomes off, again it comes down. It's like this. So this is the digital. Okay, digital is just off and on. So if it's off, this is on, and below is off. Okay, whereas this analog pins can detect slowly varying signals. Like it can, like if there's a signal that looks like blah blah blah, it looks like crazy and all these signals it can detect. It can detect between on and off. If there is a value between on and off, like this much, this much, this much, this much, it can detect any of those values. So that is why we use analog pins. So in this case also, you saw that the light sensor can be triggered using the slider, na? So if you had connected this to digital pin, if it's nighttime, it will be off. If it's morning, it will be on. Whereas in case of analog pins, like also give me pin number. Where shall I attach? Which pin number should I attach this LDR pin to? 3, 2, 1, go. Give me pin numbers. Who like the most number of pin numbers whoever gives, we'll attach it there. 1 2 5 5 6 2 7 5 2 4. For some reason a lot of people are saying 5, so let's do 5. Okay, done. So we have attached this to 5. You can attach it to the pin of your choice. You attach it to whatever pin you want. Okay, now let's get back to the now. Done, this part of the code is done. Let's get start coding this circuit is done. Okay, also no spamming. If you send the number once in the chat, that's it. You can set it only once. Okay, so now delete all the previous existing code. We don't need this. Hmm. Okay, done, right? So keep void setup and void loop, these two things, and now let's start coding it. Okay, where is it? 1 second, let me refresh my page. Okay, so the first thing in the code that we're going to do is we're going to tell the Arduino that there is something attached to pin number A5. Like we have attached something pin number A5, but Arduino has no idea because we did the attaching. So does somebody remember what command do we use to tell the Arduino what pin is attached? Okay, Siddhi Tiwari got the right answer. Okay, Tanvi, I'm not sure. Okay, guys, is my voice breaking for a lot of you? Okay, Tejashri, Tanvi, huh? Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, okay. So guys who told pin mode is the right answer. So we always put pin mode in setup. So we're setting up the code. So all the main code will come here. This is the main code place. Don't type any of this. This is just to show you. And this is where all the setup code comes. So under setup code only is the question. How to control LED and motor with PWM? Please show the circuit. I want to take a screenshot. Vedanta. Okay, I'll have to finish this though, Vedanta. I can't show it to you right now. So, anyways, so where is it? Okay, let's type pin mode, and we have to tell A5 because we have attached it to A5. So if you attached it to A1, A2, A3, A4, wherever you attached, put that number there, and we have to tell if this is an input or an output. So you guys remember this, right? LED goes an output. Radhika Das says this is an output. So depending on this, we have to tell, and PIR sensor was an input. So it's like that. So different things are inputs, different are outputs. So think about it from the Arduino perspective. Is the signal coming to the Arduino, or is the Arduino sending a signal outside? So if it's coming into the Arduino, it's an input. It's going out, it's an output. So think about it like that. Some reason Prisha, Tejashri, and Sankalp, all of you are saying output only. No inputs, huh? Nobody wants input. Okay, sorry guys, but the answer is input. Because the sensor, right? The sensor is sending a signal to the Arduino. It's in the because the Arduino is reading the values of the sensor. So it's like this. So it's an input. No problem. Okay. So we have to write input in full capitals like this. So pin mode A5 comma input done over. Okay. So now let's go to void loop. This is the main part of the code. So let's start coding this. Okay, should be what's your doubt? You can ask your question. Should be.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. From 1 week, I am trying to means on my website of Tinkercad, but it's not loading. It's taking very much time, and it's not.
I want 5. So let's attach this to pin number 5 like so, and the other side will attach it to ground. Okay, so I'll change the colors also of this thing. So let's make this yellow or something. Oh yeah, so done. So this is the automatic night lamp done. So what we'll go to code. So we will tell. Oh yeah, we need to do setup for the new LED, right? Since we put an LED with the breadboard. Okay, Pratik. No problem. You can use the breadboard for anything. Okay, so void setup. Since we put a new LED, we have to tell. We have to give a setup for it in mode. So can somebody tell me the setup? What is the pin mode? So okay, correct pin mode, correct spelling also Siddhi. But pin mode 5 comma output. Yeah, perfect, nice. So pin mode, I'm going to do 5 comma. Okay, Tejashri, yes. Output should be in capitals, correct. So pin mode 5 comma output will do, and we'll put a semicolon there. Yeah, Arya Nayak also, Tanmay also. Nice. So we gave a pin mode for the LED. So now the Arduino knows that the LED is at 5 and it's an output. It knows this much. Okay. So the next step of this is, so if you want to try the first part of the code, only the first part of the code, I'll send it to you in the chat, but this code is not complete here. Anyway, so next part of the code is, since we got the LED now, so what we'll do is when it is night time, because when it is 1017, when it is night time, the number that the Arduino sees is 1017. So we'll do when analog read is 1017, then turn on the LED. It's still right. 5 because it's attached to 5, and we'll do high. So 5 comma high, it will turn on the LED. Okay, let's try this much and let's see what the issue is. Connect a bulb or more than one LED. Yes, you can connect whatever you like. As like the code is same. You connect motor, bulb, LED. Like yeah, there are not many other components, but yeah, motor, bulb, and LED you can connect. You can connect any motor also. Yeah, but mostly LED. Start with LED for now. Let's go to the other components later. So I'm gonna go green for now. Okay, cool. So everybody sees this, right? So right now, the serial monitor is reading how much? 1017 on the control shifts place. Yeah, so that's because it is already night time. That's why the LED is already on. You see it, right? So, but if I move this and it's morning, the LED should turn off. Why is it not turning off? It's still on. So yeah, the 1017 has changed, but still the LED is still on. Can somebody help me out with this issue? Uh, this is because uh, for Arduino, right? We have to tell everything. If we tell it to turn on, we have to tell it to turn off also. Yeah, we have to put low, exactly. Himanshu and Radhika Das. Okay, so we have done if now. If this is the case, what we'll do is else we'll use, because we didn't give the command low. Yes, Tejashree. Okay. So if this is the case, do that we have done. No, even otherwise statement. So otherwise, else, do whatever is between the next two brackets. Digital, right? 5 comma low, turn it off. So now let's see if it works. Okay, let's see if this works. So right now it's 1017, so the LED there is on. So let's make it morning sunrise, and the LED turns off. There you go, LED is off now. Everybody sees this. Somebody wanted a Tinkercad link. 1 second. Okay. Okay, that's not the link actually. So just search Tinkercad on Google now. You will get it. Anyways, the code is working, right? So when it's not 1017, the value, the LED will turn off. But the moment we come back to 1017, the moment it becomes night time, the LED turns on. So this is how it works. So by the way, you don't have to give 1017. You can give the number of your choice. So like you move the slider to some random place, and the number here is 628. So if you give 628, then it turns on at 628 only. So this is how this sensor works. I hope everybody followed this much. And I'll send the code in the chat. Give me a second. Yeah. So the code is here. Yeah, I've sent the code to you guys. You check it out. So yeah, in place of the LED, you guys try attaching something else. Like let me attach a different LED. So I'm gonna do something else, but you don't have to do this, okay? Like this is just for fun. I'm doing so red, white, and red. So I've sent the code. Like if anybody has done the circuit and wants to show it to the class, raise your hand and we'll have a look into it. Please show the code. I want to take screenshot. Yeah. 1 second. If you want to take screenshot, I will do only the first LED. The second two LEDs, don't do it. Okay. The code is here though. Okay. So Ishant, yes. Raise your hand, Ishant.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, actually my code is wrong, so I want to show that.
Code is not working. Okay. Share your screen. 1 second.